to everyone. Today we are going to see about signal flow graph problem. By using signal flow graph problem, we have to find out transfer function of the system. What is in Mossop's gain formula? C of s divided by R of s, which is equal to 1 by delta summation k equal to 1 to n pk into del k, where k is a number of forward path and pk is in kth forward path. Del k, which is equal to 1 minus sum of individual loop gain not touching in the kth forward path, plus sum of product of two non-touching loop is not touching the kth forward path, minus and so on. Del, which is equal to 1 minus sum of individual loop gains plus sum of product of two non-touching loops minus sum of product of three non-touching loops plus and so on. Let us see one problem. To find out the overall gain, C of s divided by R of s for the signal flow graph. Here we have to consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. From left to right, we have the arrow mark. It is called as a forward path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we are all the gains are in forward path. It means forwarded arrow mark G1, G2, G3, G4. It is considered as forward path 1. Next we have to find out any forward path is available in the problem. We can easily find out the next forward path G1, G2 and G6. This G1, G2 and G6 we can reach the 1 to 5. In this problem we have two forward paths, so we can consider k equal to 1. Next we have to find out the individual loop. The loop is nothing but a starting point and ending point of the curve or a line. This is same for a loop. Okay. Here in this problem, it means that G2 and the feedback path minus H2 and it is meet the once again it is in point 2. So it is an loop, first loop. Similarly, we can consider point 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have one more loop. It is in feedback path is in minus H3 and loop 3 is an G2, G3. It means that 2, 3, 4. Once again we can reach the 2 point. So it is considered as loop 3. And here it is an fourth point. From fourth point it is started from 4. We have a gain is G5 and it is reached once again 4. So it is also considered as one of the loop. Next G2, G6. Here from starting point of G2 it means that 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5 is then one of the loop. 2, 3, 5. Once again the negative forward path line is in minus H3. In this problem we have a 5 individual loops. Next we have to calculate the delta value. Delta value is nothing but 1 minus individual product of individual loop gain plus product of or a sum of two non-touching loop. 1 minus it is an G2, H2 minus G2, G3, G4 into H3 and next G2, G3 minus H1, once again G5 and loop 5 is an G2, G6, H3 minus G2, G6 and H3. These are all individual loop gains. What is the formula? 1 minus sum of individual loop gain plus sum of two non-touching loop. Next we have to find out the two non-touching loop. Here the first loop is compared to the all other loop. It means that G2 minus G2 H2 loop. It is in 2 and 3. You can compare loop 2. It is the number is repeating. The gain is repeating. G2 is repeating. In loop 3 G2 is also repeating. In loop 4 there is no overlapping. So we can multiply these two gains G2 minus H2 into G5. So we can write minus G2 G5 into H2. Okay. Similarly, we have to find out the say we consider a second loop you can compare the all other loop. G2 is repeating, here G2 is repeating, here also G2 is repeating. Once again the loop 2 and loop mm, 4 we can comparing G2, G5. Here the fourth point is an overlapping. Point 4 is overlapping. So we can compare loop 3 with other than the loop, all are touching loops. Here next we can compare loop 4 and loop 1. The same content is repeating again, so we can write only one time or we can take only one time. Next loop 4 is compared to the loop 5. G2, G5 and G6 minus H3. Here loop 4 and 5 there is no overlapping, there is no touching. Here the fourth number is not there, and loop 4 is only fourth point. So we can consider it is a 2 non-touching loop. In this problem 5 integer loops are there and also two non-touching loop is there. Here loop 1 and loop 4 is one of the non-touching loop, and loop 4 and loop 5 is one more non-touching loop. Finally we have to find out the del value. From the problem we can find out the transfer function C of s divided by R of s. In this problem k equal to 2, so we can consider P1 del 1 plus P2 del 2 divided by delta. What is in del 1? Del 1 we have to calculate 1 minus, there is no non-touching loop in the forward path. Here our forward path is in G1, G2, G3, G4, that means a straight line. All the loops are touching in the forward path, that means that value is a 0. We can write 1 minus 0 which is equal to 1. Similarly we have to find out the second forward path loop gain. It means that del 2 we have to calculate. Here also what is the condition is 1 minus sum of, it means that non-touching loop gain. Here this is a forward path, or what is our forward path? G1, G2, G6 is forward path. Here the fourth point G5 is not touching the second loop, so we can write the product of gain of the non-touching loop is only G5. So we can consider 1 minus G5 here. Del 2 equal to 1 minus G5. So we can substitute all those values G1, G2, G3, G4 plus G1, G2, G6 into 1 minus G5 the whole divided by 1 plus G2 H2 plus G2, G3, G4 H3 plus G2, G3 H1 minus G2, G5, G6 H3 minus G5, G2, G6 H3 minus G2, G5 H2. It means that previously we calculated this del value, you can substitute directly in the del value. Okay. If anybody having a doubt, you can ask. Thank you.